Another wow. I can honestly say, as I said when I started, it was an honor to be up here for Heather, but it is an honor to be working with all three of the candidates we are blessed to work with. And I mean that with my whole heart. There could not be three better people that we could have for our country, for our communities. And I am just, again, honored to be working with them. And now it's time for the lady that we're all here for tonight. She's the heart, the soul, and the face of the Savannah community. And I just want to say something here now, because a lot of people have spoken tonight and everybody says, yes, we know that. We know that about Heather. And I think a lot of people do. But what I need everyone here to do and everyone watching online to do is make sure your next door neighbor knows. Because there are a lot of people that have moved into Savannah that don't know Heather. I don't know how, but there are. There are people who do not know what Heather has done. They don't know her 30 years of service to this community. So we need to make sure that those people know the right person to vote to, and they're not fooled by being told something totally out of the ordinary, being told something that's not true, instead of the woman who has been doing the work for 30 years. It would be a shame to not have this woman get the seat that she's earned, she deserves, we deserve to have her there for us. So let's make sure. So my last word is to make sure that your neighbor knows. There are a lot of opportunities for them to meet with Heather, not just tonight. We have a coffee morning coming up on Saturday. I'll talk about other events. Make sure that the person next door to you gets a face-to-face conversation with Heather so they can know what you know about her. So, as has been mentioned, Heather's been working in that Savannah Newlands community office for the past 4 years. She makes a difference in lives, and the people's lives every single day. You've heard it here. Everybody has said it. She is truly a warrior for people. Her passion for the elderly is unparalleled. Her love for her family, community, and country can't be explained in mere words. When it comes to choosing someone to represent your community, there is truly no better choice. Please help me welcome to the podium your candidate for Savannah, number 1 on the ballot, Miss Heather Bodden.
I love you too. Number 1. What a beautiful night. Y'all feel that fresh Savannah breeze? I ordered it. I ordered that from above. It's a beautiful, beautiful night. And I just want to say good evening, Savannah. Good evening to the Cayman Islands. And good evening to all who are watching and listening, whether you're in your cars, you're watching CMR, you're listening on YouTube, whatever you're doing, we just want to welcome you. Ozzy mentioned something earlier about me in the office. While he and Wayne, and I just want to go back a few years. When he and Wayne were both in Parliament or in their ministerial positions, I was at the office. And one day I just got very overwhelmed. And I said, I have to get out of this office and walk over to Dr. Tomlinson's because I'm going to have a stroke. I went over there. My blood pressure was high. Ozzy called and checked on me. I said, Ozzy, all these people are in the office, and I'm trying to deal with them, but I'm getting overwhelmed. He goes like, Yaya, slow down. Take it one day at a time. You can't do everything all in one day. Remember? And I was trying to fix everybody's problem in one day. And I got really, really overwhelmed. Anyhow, they told me my blood pressure was high. So Ozzy told me, just sit back and relax. But that was only for a few hours. I got up and I went back to dealing with the people, as you know, all over again. Anyway, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for being here. It's great to be outdoors under God's open canopy. Just inhaling the fresh air and feeling the gentle breeze makes one realize how fortunate we are to live in our little island. As you all know, this is 1 month. This month is 1 year that we all went into lockdown. But thank God, we're still here. COVID didn't hold us back. We may have been locked down, but we're out now. I would like to thank you all for coming out to my meeting tonight, and much gratitude to all our volunteers who have been pounding pavement. I see a few of you out there, assisting at the office, and basically walking side by side with us. It has been a busy time, but we are an organized and dedicated team who are seeking to do better for you and your children. And I'll pause there. The morning after the 2017 election, I'll never forget it. I thought to myself, my word, what do I do today? I didn't win. Wayne didn't win. Ozzy didn't win. And I thought to myself, what am I going to do? I got up. I had my coffee. I thanked God for another day. I got my shower. I got dressed. Wayne called and said, what are you doing? I said, I'm getting ready to go back to the office. You know what Wayne said? I come in too. We did not shut those doors, ladies and gentlemen. We are still there. And it makes me happy every day that I get in there and I can make somebody's life a little bit better. We are seeking to make our communities better so our country will be better and you will have a better quality of life. As election day draws a little closer, we can begin to feel the momentum building. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, jump on board this train and you won't be disappointed. So, what time is it? Community creates country time. Let's hear it. This upcoming election is very important. In fact, it's critical. There is a lot at stake for all of us. So let me put a focus on some of the topics that are important to all of us. First, unemployment. The high rate of unemployment and underemployment is one of the most crucial issues facing us today. We all know that when that happens, there's low or no employment, people go hungry. People go without health coverage and eventually somewhere to live. This sparks all forms of crime. It also causes social issues, including mental health issues, and places an additional burden on our government. The cost of living is an issue that we need to get on top of for the whole country, but for our seniors too, who have limited income and their buying power is declining. We need to work together to find solutions there. And ladies and gentlemen, if you elect me on April the 14th, I will do all in my power to fix these problems. But I need your help. I need your help. Please remember, April the 14th, I need your help. It will not be easy, but we have identified certain small but help steps that can add up to a meaningful difference. The traffic stresses that we're all facing, even with closed borders, needs solutions. We need a better, more reliable public transport system, which will allow us to restrict new cars coming onto the roads from work permit holders, etc. Honestly, we can't continue with things as they are because it will only get worse and have a greater impact on our country and our quality of life. Tonight, I appeal to each of you to elect the candidates that will do the right thing for you. That is Wayne Panton for Newlands, Osborne Bodden for West, East, BT East, Bodden Town East. Elect the candidates that will do the right thing for you. And me, Savannah. Mr. Patton and I will make a very strong team to take Savannah Newlands forward and make the lives of our residents better. Wayne is a candidate for Newlands, and I am for Savannah. We are individuals who can be trusted. We have lived our entire lives in the Savannah Newland communities, and we are dedicated to our communities. I have poured my heart and soul into this community for the past 30 years, working to make what you now call home a safe and desirous place to raise your family. I have made community service a priority, but I need your vote to be able to do more, not only community-wise, but on a national level. In a time as what we have been faced the past year, people are hurting. People need representatives who care. People need a voice, and they need representatives who will listen. You already have that in Mr. Panton and me, given the opportunity to serve you in a higher capacity. I will continue projects such as beautifying our communities. As you all know, I take great pride in seeing a clean and green island. I love to see beauty and cleanliness. And please, my people of Savannah Newlands, and everywhere that's hearing my voice, take care of your own personal places. If you do that, trust me, our entire country will be a clean country. It is my intention to encourage national pride through actions and changes in behavior within communities, which ultimately enhance the overall quality of life for all residents. I have always advocated for tougher litter laws. The laws are there, yet no one is being made an example of. This has to stop. Today we clean up the litter, tomorrow it's right back there. People, keep your areas clean. Help your neighbors if they need help. Pick up the trash as you walk. If you're out exercising, pick up the trash. We are doing this constantly, but we're seeing it constantly littered as well. People need to take more civic pride in their country. I promise I will work to improve the existing play field and create additional parks with great recreational facilities for our youth. We already have the Savannah Newlands Playfield out here on Pedro Castle Road, and I'd like to thank those volunteers that have been working to help turn it back into something that was beginning to deteriorate over the years. As you know, it's close to the water, to the salt spray. Things deteriorate, and we now need help in getting that field back in proper condition. In the last couple of weeks, we've been holding and hosting events there. We have a young ministerial group from the church that have been volunteering, and they've been doing extremely well with getting things done. But we need all of your help too. It's a place where you can take your families and enjoy the outdoors. It's a safe environment. It's completely fenced. So we just need help in getting the play field done. Every other Every other community in this country has a proper playfield to some extent. Savannah Newlands has one that the property was donated by my family. My sisters and I, we take care of it out of our pockets, but we need help to get it to where it needs to be used properly. So anyone who wants to step forward and help us with that field, I say, come on up. Another project I will continue to champion is the elderly. They know they are near and dear to my heart. They built Cayman, and we now need to take care of them. Healthcare and Cineco needs a revamp to work for seniors better. There are elderly people in our communities who cannot afford Cineco, who do not have the health care, whose families are going broke trying to support them as their pensions have run out. They need help and a better quality of life, and I am determined to make a difference for that through advocating for policy solutions, but also getting NGOs and the private sector and other community members involved. For example, I love working with the community restaurants, bringing our seniors together for breakfast and other social events. It is such a happy and delightful time. And many of you here tonight, you probably attended some of those breakfasts with us. I love to see the look on your faces when you see someone you haven't seen in a while. Everyone just lights up. They're so happy to see their family, their friends that they haven't seen in a while. So those events will continue. Of course, I am completely in favor of ensuring that Caymanians get the best possible opportunities in their own country, which is why training and education are so critical now. We must look after our own. We must fill the job positions. We must fill the job positions with our own. Our public schools need to be addressed to have better student performance. We need to address areas of weaknesses in our schools. Our local primary school, just recently renamed the Joanna Clark Primary School, will get a lot of attention and help from Wayne and myself. In fact, we have been working with that school for many years. Those children, there's 475 students attending that school now, and those teachers need help, and we will be there to help them. Savannah Primary School, now the Joanna Clark School, if you need help, we are going to be there for you. We will support that school to address identified weaknesses and improve its performance. We will work with the PTA to address student and teachers' needs. No child should go hungry, and no teacher should be without the supplies they need to teach our children. And I want to say, if there is a need, those teachers need to contact me. We are going to help you all. I make that a promise. We want to improve access for the youth to recreational facilities, to improve their access to vocational training, and to facilitate those that have a desire to pursue further academic training. We will have a staff in our community office in Savannah who will help to facilitate programs and initiatives to help connect young people with opportunities for work as well as education. As Ozzy said earlier, or Wayne said earlier, I'm not a woman to make a lot of talk. I'm more of a doer. I'm not a talker, I'm a doer. So, in closing, I'd like to open up my heart to you and share my innermost feelings. Ladies and gentlemen, I know this is where I belong. Trust me. I know this is where I belong. Working for my people. And believe me when I say to you, it is not a 9-to-5 job. It is not Monday to Friday. It is a 24/7 day of the week job. I put my everything into whatever I do, often at the expense of any kind of personal or social life. I am there for you. If you call me 10:30 at night and tell me that you need something done at my office, that there's an emergency that needs to be a JP stamp, I am there at my office. And some people know that. I have met them there that hour of the night and later and early in the mornings too. But that's because this is my life. It takes a lot of caring and compassion to do this job well. It has to run deep. It can't just be a surface thing. Public service is a calling, and it takes passion and compassion. And I have demonstrated that I have not just done that today or yesterday, but for years now. So tonight, I offer my hands, my heart, all in service to a community we all love dearly. On April the 14th, please consider placing your X next to my name, Heather Diane Bodden, number 1. You don't even have to look past number 1. I am 1 on the ballot. I am number 1 on the ballot. Number 1 by name and number 1 by nature. I will continue to have your interests at heart, and I will listen to your desires for a better Cayman. And you all should know this by now. I love my Cayman Islands. There is nowhere else in the world like our beautiful Cayman Islands. Don't you see all the people that want to come to the Cayman Islands? Our borders are closed, but they want to come. When they get here, they don't want to go back. I am here to serve you. If you know me, you will know I get the job done while others are still thinking about it. Or not doing it. Actions speak louder than words. And my life has been about action, community action. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for your support. Thank you for being here tonight. And I just want to do a big shout out to Stephanie and to Maxine. You ladies rock. My heart was so touched by those kind words. And Rhonda, the same goes for you. And Ozzy, everybody, and Wayne who endorsed me tonight, I am totally, totally touched. I know I can do a lot of things, but the way you all just spilled your hearts out just made me realize that I know what the people in this community need. They need somebody like me who has a heart, who has a soul, and who cares. I am not going anywhere. This is my home right here. My mother's house in Newlands. My sister's house is across the street. My sister's house is next door to her. And my other sister is right here. We are here to stay. We grew up here. We're not going anywhere. We know our people, and our people know us. Jay Bodden and Mary Bodden are my parents. They raised good children. My sisters and I, we do a lot in this community, and we work as a team. Whatever I do, my sisters are behind me. My sisters' children are behind me. My little grandniece tonight, she didn't wait to be called up. She ran to the stage. When she was 1 year old, and it was on the cover of the last election program, she singled me out, and she said, "That's Yaya. What, Yaya? We have that on video. So when I asked her if she would do it, she said, sure. So she came up tonight. My little Sienna was 1 year old when she said, vote for Yaya. At 5 years old, she did that again tonight. So ladies and gentlemen, vote for number 1, Yaya Bodden. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. I love you all. You know that. Dial 113. It has been a great evening. Food is over there. And just so you know, we will be having more home meetings. We will be having more coffee mornings. And the night before election, our rally is going to start right here. And then we're going to take it into Newlands. So the rally starts here. And we head to Newlands, to my mother's yard. So stay on this train, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take it all the way to Newlands. Ozzy's going to meet us here from Bodden Town, and we're all going to go to Newlands for the last meeting. Thank you all. Stay safe. Enjoy the food that's prepared for you. God bless you.
Well, I'm going to we want to just play a real quick video on the screen to my right of Heather talking about the community of Savannah, and then I'll wrap it up with a couple announcements. And yes, please get food.
The Savannah community is near and dear to my heart. I have lived in Savannah and Newlands all my life. I have always made it my mission to look out for those in our society who may not always have a voice. I have served as chairperson for the Savannah and Newlands Community Development Action Committee for the past 29 years. Working within Savannah, Newlands, I have organized beautification projects, senior citizens events, neighborhood watch programs, and a host of children's activities. I love this community and I love my country. This is what we mean by community creates country. By working within our communities, we make our country better. I hope to be able to continue my community work on a national level, representing each and every one of you.
I'm actually not sure how every single person in Savannah is not going to vote for Heather. I don't understand it. I'd just like to say we have a lot of events coming up. I'd like to mention just a few really quick, but you can go to voteforcommunity.ky and all of our events are on there. But coming up this Friday, we have an event with Wayne in Newlands and Newlands Heights Park. And that's from 5 to 8. That's for families and food and fun. Ozzy will have an event on Saturday in the afternoon from 2 to 6 at David Powell Playfield, and that's a family fun event. That's the school, the field right by Bodden Town Primary School. And on Saturday morning at 9 a.m., Heather will be at Cafe del Sol right up here at Country Corner for her coffee morning. And on April 1st, Heather will also have a family event in North Sound Gardens. So there are a lot of events coming up, chances to meet with the candidates and ask your questions face to face. That's what they want to do, meet with every one of you. Thank you so much for coming out on April 14th. As Ozzy has said it, vote 113. Heather Bodden in Savannah, Ozzy Bodden in Bodden Town East, and Wayne Panton in Newlands. Have a good night.